thank you so much for inviting Showcase down to the Ambassadors Theatre and this lovely little Cornish village here on stage. Thank you, it's such a pleasure to be here.
You're very welcome.
And let's start with a big congratulations, because you've just won 3 Olivier Awards for Best New Musical, Best Actor, and Darren for Outstanding Musical Contribution. Just how special was that? Was it expected?
It was not expected. If anyone's seen my speech, then it was definitely not expected.
I didn't write anything down because I'm from New Zealand. I just want to say a huge thank you to just everyone who was involved in the show.
It was such a delight, and you know, part of that is down to this fellow who's resident musical director, who just keeps the whole thing running every night, come rain or shine. And in Cornwall, it's more often rain. So.
On that, why Cornwall? Because we all know this story very well. We've seen the movie. It's very much loved, but it wasn't originally based in Cornwall. So why did you decide to set it in Cornwall?
You know, Cornwall's a very special place. It's kind of like, feels otherworldly. You know, it's full of the elements and the storms and the sea and the wind.
And Matt, you're very much behind the creation of this fantastic musical right from 2019. How has it evolved since its inception?
I think just the scale of it and the sort of the size of what we can create, the size of the room we're performing in is bigger. But I think, I mean, obviously there's been a lot of kind of rewrites over the years, and it feels much kind of tighter and slicker. And I think we were running it like 3 hours, 15 minutes in 2019.
It was quite long.
Oh wow, that is long, isn't
it? So that, I mean, that's quite a big change. But yeah, it just feels like everything's kind of like nipped and tucked in a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everything just kind of focuses much more on the things that really matter in the story. And then we're able to kind of put those things across in a much more epic way.
Fit in Cornwall well? Does it lend itself well to Cornish music and the Cornish village feel?
I think it does. Like, I think, so. Yeah. If not, we've made a big mistake.
Yeah.
I think there's something about the story of a man who is born old and ages backwards that is so out of this world and so otherworldly and strange and odd that it fits very well in that sort of that slightly mythic harbour village that we've sort of created with these characters. And I think the nature of those people helps you believe that this guy could have been born like old and aged backwards, because it's so outlandish, it's so strange that an audience has to buy into it right from the off. And I think being set in this strange little, odd little world really helps audience members like just get into that mindset.
Well, it's clearly working, and part of the reason why this musical is such a success is because you have an incredibly talented ensemble who are actor-musicians. Matt, how many instruments do you actually play on stage? Because I can see them dotted around the stage here.
Yeah. So I think in total there's like just shy of 40 instruments in the show.
Oh,
now.
wow.
If you count like every individual whistle, it might even be more than that.
Have you got one right next to you? I saw something very interesting.
Would you mind telling us? D whistle. The holes, the gaps are massive. You need someone with quite big hands. So I just decided I'd learn. It's
Matt,
quite similar to a saxophone.
Would you mind?
Oh God, I'm going to mess it up now.
No, you're not.
Beautiful.
There you go. I got away with that.
Well done.
Now, there's lots of heartache throughout, but there's a lot of fun, joy, uplifting moments. How did you go about composing that sort of juxtaposition when it came to the music?
Yeah, I think whenever I'm working on a project, I think the only way you can break an audience's heart is by also making them laugh. Because if you don't have the two to compare, then you're just doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we made these villages that were so, funny and over the top.
Yeah.
To compare to the tragedy of Benjamin's life.
What's it like being here in the West End, having made it and having picked up 3 awards, no less? What's that feeling like?
It's the best. It's the best feeling. That journey from kind of where it started, and it's like proper humble beginnings to now be here. Yeah, it will never sink in.
Yeah.
It will never sink in.
Darren, Matt, huge congratulations once again, and thank you for chatting to Showcase. Joys, tears, an emotional roller coaster, and just full of incredibly talented people. So thank you very, very much. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you.